Hey everyone, I'm Lindsey Fyfe. I am one of the featured artists for the United Arts campaign. I also have an exhibit coming up at the Pearl Street Gallery, sponsored by the Greater Hartford Arts Council. So I am excited to welcome everyone to a little tour of my art studio here on Pratt Street in downtown Hartford. So I have been an artist really for as long as I can remember. I've always been one of those kids that just really liked to get my hands on art materials, and I was lucky enough to have a family that was full of teachers and independent thinkers and musicians and people that really got the value of arts and always encouraged me to sign up for opportunities to pursue the arts. So really for as long as I can remember. When I'm painting, I want to try to channel a feeling of being overwhelmed by something. That's why I think I like to paint so big. And for me, being in the middle of nature feels humbling. You know, I feel small as a person, and I like that feeling of being overwhelmed by something. But I'm also interested in kind of the undercurrents of what's happening in the world around us. There's certainly so much beauty, and that's inspirational to stand, you know, in front of a beautiful scene. But I'm also really interested in what caused the things that we see. So things like geology and earth sciences are playing into my work. I want the paintings to have this feeling of like a charged tension or energy that's happening maybe below where we're standing. I remember making this painting similar to the yellow one that I just started, but it was all this kind of light purple mark here. That's one of the original marks over there. And built up in thicker and thicker layers of paint. Started it pretty aggressively. I felt really good about it, but then got to a place where I really didn't know what to do. And it really was, it looked like a mountain. I really had this mountain shape in purple very fiercely between the foreground and a kind of empty white sky. And I wanted to have that mountain feeling, but something wasn't sitting right. And I really didn't know where to go next. In that time period, I had a trip planned, and I spent 2 weeks in Hawaii on the island of Maui. And I left for that trip knowing that the piece was completely unfinished, which was a little stressful, you know, deadline-wise. But I went on the journey and came back from Hawaii and got back into the studio pretty immediately. And in the span of maybe 2 more sessions, I was able to completely knock the painting out. And I knew exactly what I wanted to do. And I was really inspired while I was in Hawaii by this feeling that I've drummed up before in my paintings, this feeling of tension below the Earth's surface that ultimately creates beauty in many cases, but also destruction. So certainly being in a place like Hawaii, which is entirely volcanic, made me want to turn that mountain that was underneath the paint, or the underpainting, I wanted to turn it into more of a volcanic energy.